What's up guys, Matt Sheriff here with mattsheriffing.com, and in this video I want to talk about the price of Bitcoin and when it started and kind of what people thought was going to drive the price up, but what has actually occurred is something quite different, and now we see in years past the price of Bitcoin soaring. So back in the day, 2009, obviously Bitcoin was created to be a peer-to-peer network and a form of payment that could remove the third party and be a store of value and an exchange of value for individuals. And obviously the remittance market was a big factor for a lot of people, where they thought a lot of the value and a lot of the price of Bitcoin going up would come from. So the remittance is kind of like, so if we think of Western Union or we think of MoneyGram, that's obviously a place where you can send money. You can go to that spot and say, hey, I want to send $20 to Bob out in Poland, and he'll go to his Western Union there and they'll charge a fee. That's what remittance is, and that's what obviously Bitcoin does, in the fact of exchanging value person to person without the need of a bank or a third party. But that's quite not been the case in terms of Bitcoin's price going up, and up. And obviously it has its crashes, but evidently it keeps going back up. And one of the big reasons for that is not because of this payment market. Obviously, companies like Overstock.com and e-commerce platforms and Netflix obviously had a good factor of driving the price up and becoming more mainstream, but Bitcoin is far from mainstream in the form of payments, in terms of I can't go to a lot of local stores and have Bitcoin as a choice of payment. It's not quite there yet, and I don't think with the infrastructure it will be there. Maybe I'll be proved wrong, who knows, but I don't think so. So we get to the point of, where is this massive Bitcoin trend and this massive price? Where's it all coming from? And a big, huge part of where it's coming from is because people are changing their currencies into Bitcoin. And this is the one big fundamental thing. And if we look at past years and what's been happening, if we take just a couple of examples, for example, China. It's one of the biggest Bitcoin markets out there. And one of the big reasons why it's the yen and the Chinese people are throwing their money into Bitcoin is because of the regulations that China and different countries like that are setting on these cryptocurrencies and on their market, and it's making their people just flow money into Bitcoin. And we can see the market cap of Bitcoin getting up to $13 billion, and it's going to keep rising. And a big part of that is because it's become this safe haven for people to put their money in, because no third party can touch it. It's nothing of Bitcoin and what it stands for. Nothing has ever been created like that. So China's one example, and then we look at India and the growing market there. And if we look at what they've recently done, I did a video on this. I'll have it pop up right here, or I'll have it pop up on the end. They banned a lot of their paper currency. 80% of it that was in circulation become obsolete within a matter of hours, which is absolutely crazy. And we saw in that where they said, come and put your 500,000 rupees into the banking system to get a numerical value for it, because in a matter of hours it won't be worth anything. So we see that market of Bitcoin going way up because of the government regulation and what they're trying to do and how much power they're trying to hold. And that doesn't necessarily bode well for the average person. So that's a big factor of why the market cap is going up and up. And then we see within the US that there's a major market for Bitcoin, and obviously the corruption which has happened within the banking system and the government in the USA, that's a big factor as to why this market is so gung-ho on Bitcoin. And obviously it's one of the biggest information technology spaces in the world in the US, so a lot of people are very excited about Bitcoin and the possibilities for the future. So a lot of US dollars are flowing into Bitcoin to take it out of the monetary system, to have it as a safeguard within Bitcoin that can't be hacked. It hasn't been hacked yet. It's trusted because of the blockchain, and nobody can manipulate it because it's a decentralized network. So what we're seeing here is what I just explained at the start of the video, which is a remittance market, a payment market, which Bitcoin is. People are transferring Bitcoin from one person to the other. People are buying things with Bitcoin. So that is a factor. But the reason why this Bitcoin crazy frenzy has happened over the years is because of governments and because of what people are really scared of where the economy is going. So Bitcoin is this first transnational currency without borders, that's open, that's secure, that puts the average person back in the driving seat of their own money. That's why it's gone phew, and it will continue to keep rising and rising, because let's face it, the currency wars across the world that are happening right now, and some of the things governments are doing, absolutely are not going to slow down and probably get worse before it gets better. So Bitcoin is just going to keep rising and rising, and the classic supply and demand, which happens with every currency in the world, the supply of Bitcoin is going to go down and down as it gets mined further, and the demand is going to keep going up. If the trend keeps happening as it is, obviously nobody can say what will happen in the future. Absolutely nobody knows. But if you analyze the trends and what's happening, undoubtedly, with the factors that are going on, it will keep going up. From this video, I want you to take away 3 things that are the reasons, some of the main reasons why Bitcoin is rising. So number 1 is instability. You should be able to read that. You should be able to. Perfect. Perfecto. And then that's instability of the economy. Number 2, transnational. Meaning the first transnational currency ever. And 3, safe haven. A safe haven for people's money, because at the end of the day, everyone wants to be in control of their assets, or a large portion of their assets, and that's why Bitcoin is and it will continue to rise for the future as long as these things keep being relevant. I'm Matt Sheriff. Subscribe to the channel. Check out some other videos, some more information below. Free crash course on cryptocurrency if you want to access it. So I'll see you in the next video, and have a good day.